All right, everybody. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm looking at my phone really quick. I just got back in. I went out shopping and had to get some groceries and life. And got home and it is 3:36, but we're already into the final two matches of the Juryo Division, and I wanted to have these on the channel today. I meant to get Uchiai as well, but his match happened before I got home. So right now we're watching Gonoyama. He's the leader at 7-0. Juryo 1. And that man right there is Roga, the Juryo 4. He's from Russia. 24 years old, currently 5-2. And he's at Juryo 4. So he's trying to make his way up into the Makuuchi. Juryo 4 to leapfrog up from Juryo 4 into Makuuchi. You have to do really well. Double digits and or, maybe even win the Yusho. But of course, Gonoyama is pretty much set. One more win, and it's almost a certainty. Two more, and you could write it in the books. We know people will be falling out of Juryo, like Tochinoshin, to make way. And of course, we hope some people, well, not hope, but inevitably some people will fall out of the top division to make way for people like Gonoyama. Bad news for you Enho fans. Makekoshi today. He went 0-8 by losing today to Azumaru, who was 1-6 going into the match. So Azumaru is only his second win of the tournament, but 2-6 is a whole lot better than 0-8. And Enho is, it'll just be interesting to see. Does he pull out of the tournament tomorrow? Now that he knows he has his Makekoshi, is he injured? What's going on there? We don't quite know, of course, but we'll see if he keeps wrestling to the end to try to get some wins. Other notable wins earlier in the day in the Juryo Division. Bushozan, the Juryo 3, went to 7-1 by beating Hakuyozan. So very good for him. Can get his Kachikoshi tomorrow. Ochiai did win today. I missed his match, so I'll watch it later on the Nato channel, which got taken down and then put back up. So if you can't find the Nato channel, Nato Sumo, just type in Natto Sumo into YouTube and you'll probably find it. He keeps it coming back. So he is 8-0, first man to go Kachikoshi in the second tier division, and Gonoyama needs to win this match, the man on camera now, to equal him. Okay, here we go. Turn up the volume. Oh! It was close, but Gonoyama got the Gunbai. And I don't think we're going to see a Mono-E.
Kachikoshi!
I haven't seen that before. That's awesome. Or maybe it gets muffled by the people talking and stuff. It still throws me that there's no play-by-play announcers. It's just so quiet. So, Kachikoshi! Yes, that is his Kachikoshi. And he now had his majority 8 wins. And is tied with Ochiai for the lead. Some of the 7-1 guys did well. Atami Fuji went to 7-1, or the one-loss guys, I said, maintained their one loss. He actually beat Tama Shoho, the Juryo 11, who also had one loss. So they put a one-loss guy against a one-loss guy. And, oh, there's my snack in the microwave. And so Tama Shoho is now 6-2. So really, it's 2 guys in the lead, Ochiai and Gonoyama, both at 8-0, and then 2 guys, one off the pace, Bushozan and Atami Fuji. I'm just going to let it keep rolling. We'll get the last match of the day here. This is the final match for Juryo. Juryo is self-contained again. There's no Juryo wrestlers up in the top division after Endo pulled out the other day. So Oshoma, the Juryo 4 in the light blue, or the aqua blue, versus Juryo 1 Shonannoumi. Both men are 5-2 going into this match. Shonannoumi, of course, much closer to possible promotion to the top division with that man right there on camera, Gonoyama. If both Juryo 1 men get their Kachikoshi, and Gonoyama, is looking to maybe win the whole Yusho, he's definitely going to get double-digit wins, I think, then, they'll definitely go up. and it just depends on how, Bushozan with a 7-1 record at Juryo 3 has a good chance. So, somebody like Roga now, who is 5-3 down at Juryo 4, he's probably going to have to wait. Now, that doesn't mean he can't get his Kachikoshi and move up the Banzuke, but he probably won't be going up to Makuuchi in July. All right, so this will finish it off. Then we'll restart. There is Shonanoumi's stats, 25 years old, 193 centimeters, tall guy, and some decent weight on his bones. 5-2 record, lost on day 1, but has recovered pretty nicely. Slightly older Mongolian opponent, 26 years old, about the same height, same weight. There is no weight division in sumo, which is obviously, hurts Enho, a smaller guy. Although he's found ways to win because he was up in the top division for a while. But, you do have to kind of be a big guy, I think, to really succeed. You can be a little bit smaller and leaner, like a Haruma Fuji, but he was lightning fast and just had so many skill sets. So, you got to put on some pounds. You got to be, I think, above 180 centimeters, or at least 175, if not, taller. And, and the average weight now, I think, is around 150 kg in the top division. And, of course, once you get too heavy, which is kind of what happened to Ichinojo, it can actually be a detriment. So there is kind of like an upper limit that sometimes can impede you, depending on your height, I guess. But these are large men. And even somebody like me, who is 181 centimeters and has my own big weight, feels kind of small next to them because they tend to have really big hands. You shake their hand, or that was pre-pandemic, of course, and things like that. And they're just large individuals. So it's kind of fun to see them in person and stand next to them, etc. Okay, Oshoma on the left, Shonannoumi on the right. Final match, Juryo Division, Day 8, Nakabi, Middle Sunday. Oh, and he's out. All right. All right, so Shonannoumi, eye on the prize, way up there at Juryo 1. He knows he wants to get promoted to the top division and gets another win to go to 6-2. The interesting thing about Oshoma is, he got promoted, was hanging around Juryo 13, had an injury, then got an 8-7 just to sort of maintain his rank. Came back in November of 2022 at Juryo 12 and got an 11-4 and won the Juryo Division Championship. But since then has not been able to get up to the top division. He went 7-8 at Juryo 3, then 8-7 at Juryo 4. He's repeating now at Juryo 4. So even though he's 5-2, he might not be on his way up higher. We'll just have to keep an eye on him, see if he can get double-digit wins and really propel himself to the top of the Juryo Banzuke. All right, Doyoiri, if you want to see what this is like, you can watch yesterday's video. I taped the whole process, including the Yokozuna Doyoiri, and here we go again. So, Makuuchi's starting. I'm going to go have a snack, and then I'll come back. The first match of my top division coverage will be Asanoyama versus Hokuseiho. So we'll see you then. Peace.